So let's have a look at using drum breaks for IDM drum production. I have the Amen break recorded here into Ableton, and I've stretched it to be 4 bars long, and I've upped the tempo to 150. So here is where we are at right now. Cool. I will use 2 of these archaic live functions. One of them is slice to new MIDI track. Let's have a listen to that. I'm gonna tweak these parameters while we're listening until I find something that matches what I want to go for. That's good for now. We might have a second look at that later. For now, I will just select all of these. Select all of them and drag the chance down to about 50%, somewhere around there. Right. So with that there, we will do the second function here now, which is to convert drums to new MIDI track. But there is it's not perfect every time. So you see, for example, these hits here. Live will not be able to detect separate drum hits from that. So we can help live. I will just duplicate this and move it out of the way because we might need this one later. We will help live now by decreasing this envelope, this transient envelope. And I will freeze and flatten that there. And I'll convert those drums to a new MIDI track. Cool. I'll mute all these snares for now. And let's have a look at some other drum kits. Maybe right. It's you know, when you're doing these type of things, it's, for me at least, important not to be too fixed on the end goal, because if there's something that can help you along a few steps to get a different viewpoint so that you can go further, that's always helpful. So I'm not, you know, married to any of these drum kits or sounds or settings, just as long as it can keep me in the creative stream of consciousness, if you will. What I heard now is that these 2 kicks, or at least this one, is a bit off. Let's quantize it by selecting only that one and then adjust the amount here. We don't want 100%, of course, because that will we will lose the whole benefit of sampling a professional drummer, right? It's good enough. Should we be bold and just draw something in here? There we go. Let's turn off the grid. Let's play together with our glitch. Maybe some echo on this glitch. I have no idea if that will work or not. Not a good idea. Let's add a Foley sample because we need a snare. I feel it needs a snare. There we go. Good enough. Saturate this a bit so that we bring up the level. There, right? Maybe like so, and that one there again, and there again. Let's see what this sounds like. Right, maybe. See what happens if we drop the temp. Pretty cool. Let's take some of these snare hits and use another percussion. Maybe the drum synth has some cool. Not this one, but the newer one, the DS. There, maybe this perhaps. So I'll just mute the other two voices and bring that one up 2 octaves. That's the cowbell one. No, let's not do that. Let's do the FM maybe. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right, here's a wild idea, and that is that we will use an envelope follower to listen to the envelope of the Amen break, this one, the one that we didn't alter, and we will map the pitch, map all of these. I have no idea what this is going to sound like, so bear with me, but I find it a good opportunity to reply to a request that I got in the comment section in the previous video, which was more of a deep dive into the envelope follower. I can go over all the knobs here, all the parameters as we're going. So let's start by saying that I dropped it on the same channel as the sound that I want to edit, not as the one that I want to listen to. And if I play this now, you see, it responds to whatever is output here. To change that, because we want to listen to the Amen, I opened up here, audio routing, sidechain. Which Amen is it? It's the second. Audio from there, and choose post or pre-effects because the channel is off. So it needs to be before it hits the mixer. And if I set this mix to 100% wet, you will see here I can solo the FM channel. You see, these are the transients of the Amen break. So now it's listening to the Amen break. If you set it to 0, it will listen to this one, even if you have sidechain activated. And if you set it to anywhere in between, it will listen to multiple signals at once. So you can go really crazy there. But for this example, we will keep it at 100, listen to the incoming signal, or rather use it, and start mapping things. This is, if I just turn these two, rise and fall, they tell how fast, which is this yellow bar, how fast the envelope follower will follow the trigger signal. So if I raise this a lot, you see that it barely has time to open before the next transient hits. And fall, the same, except it will not close before the next transient hits. The next transient will cause it to open again, and it hasn't had time to go back to the previous value. And the delay is self-explanatory. I think it offsets how much, you can even see it. It offsets the follow of the envelope to the incoming trigger signal. And you can choose milliseconds or notes, quarter notes, eighths and sixteenths, etc. Right, so let's start mapping. Here, by the way, in the past, this was just called remote, or it wasn't called remote, I think, but it was just yellow. You didn't have the option to choose one or the other. Simple, that sets the range from how much you can modulate. If you choose mod, you have a bit more flexibility. You can choose unipolar or bipolar. By default, it is set to bipolar. And the other thing that's cool is that if you select something like the decay, I can still change the value on the actual parameter, whereas on remote, you see, grayed out, and on this particular one, I can touch it, but I don't think it works. If I put it here, for example, I don't think I have the, see, I'm pulling, clicking and pulling doesn't work. So if we set it to, well, bipolar is that it goes to both sides of the value you specified on your destination. Unipolar by default is plus, so it will go to the positive values, and if I decrease this to negative values, it will go modulate negative values from your set parameter. So that was a very brief overview of, I think, everything in this little very useful device. So let's put it to practice. I will just map some of these and see if it's cool in context. That was absolutely awful. So let's try something like, I don't even know what to try really. Let's refresh the, let's have another listen. some drum sampler action in here maybe. I'm just gonna search for whatever. No. This maybe. Just muting a few at random here. Well, that's our musical platform from where we can build something, right? I think it's good enough to start saying, let's process that and move on. I'm going to use the mid-side, no, sorry, the multiband here on the entire drum kit. This kick is a bit long. It's good, you know, I usually start my tracks off with drums, and except if it's ambient, it's good to already keep in mind that more elements will come to play. There is no sub, there is no bass. So it's good practice to keep your kicks, at least for me, to keep them short and snappy as much as you can. I wonder. Maybe this basement thing. Let's add a sub just for good measure, as they say. let's add some vocals to go with the Amen groove. I'm gonna loop a section here. Because this sample is in C, I feel confident to just copy that one over, move it up. Maybe I was a bit overconfident. Doesn't sound very good at all, huh? Whoa. Forgot to put loop here. Right, so let's get that envelope follower. Turn on the sidechain. From the Amen mix full. Map the volume, unipolar. Let's change this sample to something else. Alright, I guess that pretty much sums up this video. We came quite away from this. So I hope you liked this, I hope you got inspired, and if you did, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do that, and I will see you in another video.